Welcome back to GH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intense drama unfolding in Port Charles and Buenos Aires that's keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Buenos Aires drama reaches critical point. The situation in Buenos Aires has become increasingly complicated as Valentin Cassadine prepares for an emotional farewell with his daughter Charlotte. During their heart-to-heart conversation, Valentin expresses that it's time for them to part ways, likely believing this separation is necessary for Charlotte's safety. Despite what will certainly be Charlotte's protests and reluctance, Valentin seems determined to send her back to Port Charles where loved ones await her return. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan and Anna Devane find themselves racing against time to locate Charlotte before it's too late. Their rescue mission, however, doesn't feel right to the experienced spy. This feels too easy, Anna confides to Jason while sitting in their surveillance vehicle, her instincts warning her that something is amiss. This sense of unease suggests they might be walking into an elaborate trap, raising the stakes of their already dangerous mission. The WSB's imminent involvement threatens to complicate matters further, potentially creating additional obstacles for Anna and Jason's extraction plan. The intelligence agency's intervention could either provide crucial support or completely derail their carefully laid plans, leaving Charlotte's fate hanging in the balance as multiple parties converge on her location. Law enforcement strategies unfold. In Port Charles, Police Commissioner Jordan Ashford engages in a strategic conversation with Isaiah Gannon regarding their approach to the Jen Sidwell situation. Jordan emphasizes that they possess advantages that traditional law enforcement tactics don't offer, attempting to convince the skeptical Isaiah that her unorthodox methods will yield results. Despite his initial reservations, Isaiah eventually comes to an agreement with Jordan, suggesting a tentative alliance has formed. Jordan's plan, while promising, may require flexibility and adjustments as new information emerges. The commissioner appears prepared to adapt her strategy as needed, demonstrating her experience in handling complex cases involving dangerous individuals like Sidwell. This developing storyline hints at potential twists and turns as Jordan navigates the delicate balance between following protocol and achieving justice. The Sidwell case represents one of Port Charles's most challenging recent threats, with implications that could affect multiple residents. Jordan's determination to resolve this situation peacefully while ensuring public safety showcases her growth as a leader within the department, though the path forward remains fraught with potential complications. Family secrets threaten to explode. Tensions continue to mount between Lulu Spencer and Brooklyn Quartermain as Lulu increases pressure on Brooklyn to reveal the truth about Dante Falconeri's adopted son. This persistent confrontation stems from Lulu's recent discovery, information that Dante himself remains unaware of but will soon learn in forthcoming episodes. Dante, still in the dark about these developments, seeks Maxie Jones' assistance, likely hoping she can help mediate the escalating conflict between Lulu and Brooklyn. His intervention, while well-intentioned, lacks crucial context about why Lulu has become increasingly insistent. When Dante finally discovers the truth about his biological connection to the adopted child, his perspective will undoubtedly shift dramatically, potentially leading to gratitude toward Lulu for her persistent advocacy on his behalf. In a parallel storyline, Ned Quartermain confronts Lois Cerullo about her decision to approach Sonny Corinthos instead of coming to him directly. This conversation appears centered around Giovanni Gio Palmieri, with Lois struggling to maintain the secret of his true parentage. This delicate situation threatens to unravel long-held family secrets, potentially reshaping relationships throughout Port Charles. Legal troubles and confrontations. The Quartermain family drama intensifies as Tracy Quartermain has a heated encounter with Martin Gray and Drew Quartermain. Tracy's fury reaches a boiling point, culminating in her threat to contact the police, a declaration that suggests serious accusations are being leveled. With Detective Harrison Chase reportedly preparing to arrest someone, speculation grows about whether Tracy will succeed in having Drew taken into custody. The potential arrest could stem from the previously mentioned cease and desist order or possibly an entirely different legal matter. Either way, this confrontation represents another chapter in the ongoing Quartermaine family conflicts that have defined much of Port Charles's social landscape for decades. Tracy's aggressive stance against Drew highlights the complex power dynamics within the Quartermaine empire, where business interests and personal vendettas often become dangerously intertwined. Martin Gray's involvement adds another layer of legal complexity to an already volatile situation, potentially setting the stage for courtroom battles that could expose long-buried family secrets. Shifting alliances and future implications. As these various storylines converge and evolve, Port Charles residents find themselves navigating increasingly treacherous emotional and legal territories. The revelation of Dante's biological connection to his adopted son will inevitably transform his relationship with both Lulu and Brooklyn, potentially creating new alliances while fracturing existing ones. Jordan's unconventional approach to the Sidwell case demonstrates her willingness to push boundaries in pursuit of justice, though such methods often come with unforeseen consequences. Her partnership with Isaiah represents a calculated risk that could either cement her reputation as an effective commissioner or undermine her authority if the plan backfires. In Buenos Aires, the outcome of Anna and Jason's rescue mission will have far-reaching implications for Valentine's future. Should Charlotte return safely to Port Charles, Valentine may find himself increasingly isolated and vulnerable, particularly if his enemies capitalize on his emotional state following this painful separation from his daughter. The WSB's involvement adds an international dimension to what began as a personal conflict, suggesting that larger forces are at play in the Cassadine drama. This escalation could potentially draw other characters into the fray, creating new dangers and opportunities for those willing to take risks in pursuit of their goals. As these storylines develop in the coming episodes, viewers can expect emotional revelations, surprising alliances, and potentially life-altering consequences for many of Port Charles's most beloved residents. The intricate web of relationships and secrets continues to evolve, promising dramatic developments that will keep fans eagerly anticipating each new chapter in this compelling saga. Next, we will learn about the exciting new addition to the General Hospital cast who's about to shake things up in Port Charles. A new face in Port Charles, Bryce Durphy joins General Hospital. The corridors of General Hospital are about to welcome a fresh face as Bryce Durphy makes his debut on Friday, March 7th. In an exciting casting development that has fans buzzing with anticipation, Durphy will step into the role of Vaughn, the mysterious WSB handler assigned to Jocelyn Jacks. This character introduction promises to add new dimensions to Jocelyn's storyline, potentially pulling her deeper into the world of international espionage that has long been a cornerstone of the show's most thrilling arcs. The World Security Bureau, WSB, has historically been a powerful force in Port Charles, with operatives like Anna Devane and Robert Scorpio building legendary careers within its ranks. Vaughn's arrival signals a potential shift in Jocelyn's trajectory, suggesting she might be following in the footsteps of these iconic characters. The question on everyone's mind, is Jocelyn being recruited for covert operations, or is Vaughn's presence indicative of looming danger that requires WSB protection? Industry insiders speculate that Vaughn's character might serve as more than just a professional connection for Jocelyn. The show's writers have a history of developing complex relationships between handlers and their assets, often blurring the lines between professional duty and personal attraction. This dynamic could introduce compelling complications to Jocelyn's already tumultuous romantic life, especially considering her recent relationship challenges. The timing of Vaughn's introduction is particularly intriguing, coinciding with several escalating storylines involving international threats to Port Charles residents. This strategic casting suggests the WSB storyline may become a central focus in upcoming episodes, potentially connecting seemingly disparate plot threads into a cohesive narrative that could dominate the spring season. From modeling to acting, Durphy's unexpected career path. When Bryce Durphy reflects on his modeling career, a genuine sense of gratitude permeates his words. What began as an unexpected detour from his original life plans transformed into a launching pad for opportunities he never imagined possible. The runway and photo shoots not only provided financial stability but also opened doors to the entertainment industry that would have remained firmly closed had he followed his initial college plans. During his early modeling days, Durfy maintained a careful balance between his primary income source and his growing passion for acting. He would secure recurring roles in various productions, then return to the familiar territory of modeling when acting work slowed down. This practical approach allowed him to develop his craft without the financial pressures that often force aspiring actors to abandon their dreams prematurely. The transition from being primarily identified as a model to being recognized as a legitimate actor didn't happen overnight. Durfy faced the typical challenges of being typecast or dismissed due to his modeling background. The entertainment industry can be particularly harsh toward models attempting to cross over into acting, often assuming they lack the depth or training necessary for substantive roles. Durfy's persistence in pursuing acting education and accepting diverse roles gradually helped him overcome these prejudices. Today, Durfy has established a comfortable life in California, sharing his home with his supportive wife Amber and their two beloved dogs. The domestic tranquility he's cultivated stands in stark contrast to the nomadic lifestyle of his childhood and early career years. This stability provides him with the emotional foundation necessary to take creative risks in his professional life, knowing he has a secure home base to return to regardless of the outcome. The pivotal moment, from fashion to film. The trajectory of Durfy's career took a dramatic turn following a modeling assignment for Abercrombie & Fitch. What seemed like just another job on his growing resume unexpectedly became the catalyst for his acting career when renowned director Joel Schumacher contacted him directly. This kind of serendipitous connection is rare in the entertainment industry, where most actors spend years navigating rejection and anonymity before receiving such an opportunity. Schumacher, known for directing major films like The Lost Boys, Batman Forever, and Phone Booth, invited Durfy to audition for his 2010 drama 12. The film, which featured an impressive cast including 50 Cent, Emma Roberts, and Kiefer Sutherland, represented a significant opportunity for someone with no formal acting experience. The director's willingness to consider a newcomer for his project speaks to Durfy's natural presence and potential that transcended his modeling portfolio. More significant than the audition itself was Schumacher's advice that Durfy pursue formal acting training. This guidance from an established industry figure validated Durfy's untapped potential and provided a clear direction for his professional development. Many models attempt to transition to acting based solely on their looks and comfort in front of cameras, but Schumacher's mentorship encouraged Durfy to develop the technical skills and emotional depth necessary for a sustainable acting career. Inspired by this encounter, Durfy made the decisive move to California approximately a year later. This geographical shift represented more than a change of scenery, it was a tangible commitment to pursuing acting as more than just a side hustle. While he continued modeling to maintain financial stability, his focus increasingly shifted toward developing his acting skills and building connections within the film and television industry. The early years, forming the foundation. Long before the bright lights of Hollywood beckoned, Durfy's life was characterized by constant movement and adaptation. Born in the heartland of Nebraska, he spent his formative years primarily in Wisconsin before completing his high school education in North Carolina. This peripatetic childhood was dictated by his father's career as an engineer, which required the family to relocate frequently. These early experiences of regularly uprooting and establishing himself in new environments inadvertently prepared Durfy for the unstable nature of entertainment careers. The resilience and social adaptability developed during these years would later serve him well in an industry known for its unpredictability and constant networking demands. His ability to quickly form connections and adjust to new circumstances became valuable professional assets. Interestingly, acting never featured in Durfy's original life plan. Unlike many performers who recount childhood dreams of stardom or early experiences in school plays, Durfy had charted a more conventional course for himself. College represented his expected path forward, with acting not even registering as a remote possibility. This absence of lifelong ambition in the field makes his eventual success all the more remarkable. The unexpected intervention that altered Durphy's trajectory came from within his own family. His sister, recognizing his photogenic qualities, orchestrated his introduction to the modeling world. What might have been dismissed as a fleeting suggestion instead resulted in an astonishing 15 modeling contract offers, immediately signaling that Durphy possessed marketable qualities that industry professionals valued. The decisive moment, New York calling. The pivotal decision point arrived when Durphy, accompanied by his father, traveled to New York City to meet with various modeling agencies. This father-son journey represented more than just business meetings, it was a symbolic passage from one life phase to another. The presence of his father during this process suggests a supportive family dynamic that embraced this unexpected career direction rather than discouraging it in favor of more traditional paths. The meetings resulted in Durphy selecting the agency that best aligned with his personality and career aspirations. At the tender age of 18, he made the momentous decision to relocate to New York City, the epicenter of the American modeling industry. This move required considerable courage, transitioning from familiar Midwestern and Southern environments to the intense urban landscape of Manhattan, all while still in his teens. The family's reaction to this dramatic life change was overwhelmingly positive. Their enthusiastic support provided Durphy with the emotional foundation necessary to pursue this unexpected opportunity without the additional burden of family disapproval or concern. This unconditional backing represents a significant advantage not all aspiring models and actors enjoy, as family resistance can create additional obstacles in an already challenging career path. New York City served as Durphy's professional incubator, where he developed the discipline and industry knowledge necessary for success in modeling. The city's competitive atmosphere and high standards forced rapid professional growth, while its diverse cultural offerings expanded his worldview. These experiences collectively enriched his later acting performances, providing authentic life experiences to draw from when creating characters. From soap opera to primetime, Durphy's growing resume. Durphy's casting on General Hospital represents the latest achievement in an increasingly impressive acting career. Prior to joining the iconic soap opera, he accumulated credits on several high-profile primetime productions that demonstrate his versatility and growing industry recognition. His appearances on Yellowstone, the critically acclaimed neo-Western drama starring Kevin Costner, positioned him within one of television's most watched and respected contemporary series. His work on HBO's Hacks, a comedy drama exploring the mentorship relationship between a legendary Las Vegas comedian and an entitled, canceled comedy writer, showcased his ability to function within sophisticated, dialogue-driven narratives. Meanwhile, his role on Last Man Standing, the long-running sitcom starring Tim Allen, demonstrated his capacity to handle the technical demands of multi-camera comedy production. This diverse portfolio suggests Durphy has strategically sought varied roles that prevent typecasting and develop different aspects of his acting toolkit. Moving between drama, comedy, and now daytime television indicates both professional flexibility and a desire to continuously challenge himself with new performance contexts. His recent interview with Soap Opera Digest offered fans insights into the journey that brought him to Port Charles. The publication's interest in profiling him before his first appearance even airs highlights the anticipation surrounding his casting and suggests the character may have significant storyline importance beyond a brief appearance. What lies ahead? Vaughn's potential impact on Port Charles. As viewers eagerly await Durphy's first scenes as Vaughn, speculation abounds regarding how this character might influence existing storylines. The WSB connection immediately suggests potential interactions with established characters like Anna Devane, Robert Scorpio, and Holly Sutton, all of whom have extensive histories with the organization. These connections could rapidly integrate Vaughn into the complex web of relationships that define Port Charles. Jocelyn's assignment of a WSB handler raises intriguing questions about her future development. Is this a temporary arrangement prompted by specific threats, or does it signal a more permanent career direction for the character? Jocelyn has recently faced numerous personal challenges, including relationship difficulties and family conflicts. The introduction of Vaughn might represent either a complicating factor or a stabilizing influence during this turbulent period. The timing of Vaughn's arrival coincides with several escalating threats in Port Charles, including ongoing mob conflicts and international conspiracies. This synchronicity suggests Vaughn might play a pivotal role in resolving current storylines while potentially introducing new threats or mysteries that will drive future narratives. Durphy's physical presence and charisma, assets that launched his modeling career, will likely influence how the character is written moving forward.